When the game is in neutral, both the players are given equal opportunity to attack. Now, as soon as one of the player initiates an attack which connects with the opponent, whether it hits or gets blocked, one of the player gets an upper hand over the other. Things are not neutral anymore. Now, the player who is at a disadvantage has to respect the advantage of the other player and has to wait for his turn to attack. This is where the concept of taking turns in a fighting games emerges. Just like chess, where players take turns to make their moves, fighting games also operate somewhat in a similar way. The key difference is that the turns don't necessarily alternate. You can skip your turn, you can steal your opponent's turn, and you can also keep your turn. Now, how all that works is what we are going to discuss in the upcoming few videos. In fighting games, the main factor that determines whose turn is it at a particular moment is given by the frame advantage, which one player can have over the other. The player having the frame advantage is on the offense and can attack, while the other player is on defense and has to block. The game allots this frame advantage to one of the players either when an attack gets blocked or gets hit. In today's episode, we will consider the frame advantage gained or lost by blocking an attack. It is called block advantage and is measured as a difference in terms of number of frames one player can do anything earlier than the other player when an attack is blocked. Here we visually calculate the block advantage of Scorpion's back one move after it is blocked by Gears. To visually see it, we set both of the characters to jump after the attack is blocked at the first possible moment they can. The block advantage of this moves come out to be 14 frames in favor of Kyrus, who blocked the attack, and can be verified by looking at the block advantage value in the frame data overlay. There is a negative sign with the value, which we'll go into detail later in the video. If you look closely, as an attack's active frames connect with the blocking opponent, two things happen. The attacker starts experiencing the recovery frames of the move, whereas the defender goes into a stun state known as block stun and start experiencing the effects of the stun. The main thing to figure out here is whether the attacker is going to recover earlier from his move's recovery frames or if the defender is going to get out of the block stun first. For our convenience, the game provides us with a number known as block advantage, which is the difference in frames between the block stun duration experienced by the defender and the number of recovery frames experienced by the attacker. As it is a difference, so it can either be 0, negative, or positive. A 0 block advantage means that both the players recover at the same time, returning the fight back to the neutral. A negative block advantage means that the attacker whose move was blocked will recover later than the defender by a number of frames specified by the block advantage, just as we saw in the example of the block backman move of Scorpion. In that case, the defender gets the turn to attack now. Lastly, a positive block advantage, on the other hand, means that the attacker will recover a specified number of frames earlier than the defender, given by the block advantage value. In this case, the attacker surprisingly gets to keep his turn. Such a thing is not there in the game of chess. So that was it for today's episode. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe to my channel and leave a like in the comment section. Also, the next video will be focusing on the timeline view to help you determine the block advantage and how the follow-up attacks interact with the move. So till next time, it is Mini Ninja signing out. Yo, subscription!